It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell them, Canada Dry.
It is time to rock and roll, baby. It's time for Dynamite After Dark.
And you know what that means? JFB, hit that music.
Yeah.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. Move that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Ooh, Wednesday nights. Sit by a warm fire to roast some marshmallow. I'm just kidding. My God, it was 71 degrees today. Break out the shorts, yo. Do some board surfing.
Speaking of that, I don't know how it was, if it was ever for like you in Boston, but I'm here in Maryland, and I am at the part of the year where it is winter in the morning and summer in the afternoon. So dressing to go to work is a pain.
Yeah.
Because you have to dress for two different seasons.
It's spring here, but it's raining like cats and dogs right now. So we're not getting the full spring yet.
Oh, spring. Anyways, I digress. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. I am the almighty JFB, James from Boston.
And I am, of course, your Canadian hero. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada. Effing dry, baby.
My wife wanted me to show you this is what she's drinking tonight.
Oh,
Canada Dry, zero sugar.
I got no sugar in me right now.
she is currently right now. She is being enslaved by Big Ginger Ale.
I will tell you that I reviewed, if you saw my Facebook post, I reviewed the Coca-Cola Orange.
I saw that.
Zero.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's good. It really is good. They don't have it here anymore, but it actually is really good.
It just came here.
Yeah.
The
Man,
orange cream.
Like 2 years ago, I think we got it here 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing the Pepsi orange cream soda next.
Oh, okay. All right.
That just doesn't sound good.
And by the way, happy Muffin Day to you guys.
Yes, happy Muffin Day.
Muffin Day.
Every Wednesday,
Yeah.
I post a picture of the muffin I'm eating. Because we just happened to go by this one grocery store that is open at that time on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And they have these jumbo muffins for like $2.50.
Oh, that's not a bad deal.
Yeah. So I say happy Muffin Day to people on Wednesday, and I want everyone to enjoy muffins on Wednesdays.
Does that make you the Muffin Man?
You know what? I am the Biscuit Man, though.
The Biscuit Man? Okay.
I got dogs pulling their owners down the street to come see me when I do my route.
Okay.
They can smell the biscuits.
Oh yeah, this one dog named Bruce has this little hottie mom, and like this dog was like connecting me to this woman at one point.
Okay.
That's the secret, Canada Dry. Get
I
it.
hadn't seen her for months, and I hadn't seen Bruce for months, and I see Bruce the other day, and he pulls his mom like down the street, like a half a block, to come see me. It's like
He wants Canada Dry to be his dad.
yeah. So like I gave him 2 biscuits, 2 like milk bones, and then but you know what he's doing as we're talking? He's got his face in my bag. Trying to get more biscuits.
Trying to get more biscuits.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm doing my job. You got to pay up to keep me here.
Yeah. So I said, and I'm like, and then I'm like trying to be stern with him. I'm like, listen, you're only gonna get one more treat, and that's it. Like he's like, okay.
Well, you know what? besides it being Muffin Day, it's also Dynamite night. Tonight we talk because I don't remember where they even shot this. What city they were visiting? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Huh?
San Jose? Where are they at?
Oh, San Jose. That sounds fine. San Jose, San something or another.
They weren't at the Cow Palace, though, were they?
No.
Yeah, because that would be something special to say that you're at the Cow Palace.
But it's the Wednesday night after Revolution. For those who don't know, Revolution was this past weekend. When you're done watching us tonight, go back and watch our preview and review show of said Revolution as we gave our thoughts and figures and all that other
right
stuff.
Here on the AFW.
But honestly, if you haven't watched it yet, what are you all doing?
Yeah, seriously.
You should have already watched them.
Anyways, we'll have to pretend some of the people out there in internet land are boo boo boo. Can you imagine?
This blows my mind, JFB.
Yeah.
Some people don't know how good we are.
No, they don't.
Like, they don't know.
No, they don't.
Who the people on the AFW network are.
I mean, I drive down the streets with my windows rolled down, yelling, "Tune in to the AFW network. You never know what might happen." They don't tune in. You know what they're going to miss? Kenny Omega coming to the ring. What's his international championship? Kenny looking good. Kenny talked about the perseverance that he needed to take in order to win and beat Takeshita finally. And then announced that there will be an international tournament who will then crown in a fatal four-way next week who will take on Kenny Omega for said championship. So we had 2 matches tonight. The 2 matches on Saturday will determine the fatal four-way. Woo! Kenny looked good. Canada Dry. What did you think about Kenny's promo?
Okay, let me just first say this. Kenny Omega has done more for this championship in like 4 days than any of the past championship holders did in a year.
Okay.
Like, other than Orange Cassidy's original run.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega has elevated this title to its highest potential.
Yeah.
Like, this is right now with Kenny Omega as the champion. This is the number 2 title in AEW. And also, look at this thing. It's beautiful, this belt.
I mean,
it's a beautiful title belt.
It's better looking than an AEW World Heavyweight Championship. All
I don't know about that. Come on.
All it is a briefcase. We don't know what's in that briefcase.
Oh, yes. I see you go with that.
I mean, right now, yes, you're right.
You know what? There should be at least a picture of the title on the briefcase.
It should be in white letters, just says title.
AFW World Championship. But yeah,
AEW World Championship.
This tournament too elevates the championship too.
Yeah.
I think that it's like him when Kenny Omega said, "I'm going to make the best in the world come after this." That made the belt so prestigious right there. That one line.
Yep.
He's pumping the thing up, so it's like he does an amazing job. Maybe it's just his persona. Maybe it's just him and his stardom.
Yeah.
But this is the number 2 title, and it's almost, if they could make it almost on par, but not quite with a world title.
Yeah.
Just like, and you got the world title.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, and it's nice because just in the 2 matches we had tonight, we had an American, a Canadian, and a Mexican.
Yeah.
International. And it speaks to that one line. Kenny said, all over the world, I want the best.
Yeah.
So.
Well, as Kenny Omega is dawdling on his way out of the ring, as many of us above the age of 40 sometimes do, we just dawdle away and just walk around. No mission, nothing to accomplish. The Ops comes out. Not the OPS, the OPPS. Yeah, you know me. They're taking on the three little interns. Canada, you go first.
You know what? I must have missed this because I got up to go to the bathroom and I did not see this match. Was it that quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I missed it. I went up to go to the bathroom. I got back and nothing.
This is all I have to say about the match. Ready?
Yeah.
The three interns were color coordinated.
Yes.
They all wore blue. They
That
looked
is
like
correct.
a team. There you go.
That is correct.
I'm kind of over squish matches for Joe and these guys. Like, I'm ready for them to do
I'd
something.
rather them even do like an interview rather than come in and do a squish match.
They could have done the squish match then.
Call out the Death Riders. Do something.
They're just
You
gonna
look like a guy with a stick. Do something.
Yeah, like, come on, do something.
Let's talk about Ricochet backstage. Talks about how the loss to Swerve did not deter him from going after gold. He didn't even like the robe, he said. He didn't even like it.
I was just kidding around.
The robe, whatever.
Rope schmobe.
Ken, enjoy your thoughts on Ricochet's promo.
I liked it. And also, it's great.
Joe.
Yeah, like, I know we've said this before and we've sung his praises, but this heel turn for Ricochet is like the best character work I've ever seen him do.
Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like, the best line is like, Kenny, that belt looks good around you, but the only thing that looks better is that belt around my waist. So, like, once again, propping up the champion, but getting himself over at the same time.
Yeah, and that's that's a lost art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People, if you did make him like try and say like he's nothing,
Then
well
it's
then when
nothing.
you beat him, your achievement is nothing.
And even worse, if you lose to him, what does that make you?
Yes, exactly. So that's promo 101.
Yeah.
Don't try and bury your opponent in a promo.
I mean, that's promo 101. Dusty teaches that first day of class. Just saying. All right, so let's talk about we get a Revolution recap, and then we get the announcement next week. There will be a street fight because of the way that the main event ended at Revolution.
The controversial
Edge. Sorry, not Edge. Radar Superstar Sexton Hardcastle will be taking on Jon Moxley for the World Championship belt in a street fight. The winner will then go on to face Swerve at Dynasty. This is not the first time they've done this where like, and then the person who's going to win is going to take on the challenger at this pay-per-view. They did it just recently with Revolution. Who's going to take on Kenny Omega. So they announced the challenger and then decide, we're going to figure out who the champ is later. I don't like it. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. It doesn't have a flow. But next week, Jon Moxley and Sexton Hardcastle will in fact fight. And that winner will take on Swerve at Dynasty.
I don't mind it, JFB. I don't mind it at all. I think that it's, if people didn't like the ending of that match, let's give them a different one.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Yeah.
I think I would have been I think the whole controversial ending is stupid. You should have just outright said, Adam Copeland wants a rematch because he wasn't pinned in the match, which is absolute facts.
Yeah.
I think I would buy that more.
Yeah.
But with that said, there was some some rumors that came out in the rumor mill that apparently there was a totally different ending that could have happened at
Mind you, this was Meltzer.
yeah, I mean, they're right most of the time.
Well,
Whether we like it or not.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
well, lay out. What is that rumor?
so basically there's supposed to be a lot more people involved. There's supposed to be a lot more chaos.
And a debut.
A debut or some returns or something.
Huh.
But they're also very vague about it, so it's like
Yeah.
until someone refutes it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me it lends a little bit of credibility to the report if they're going to run this match back as a street fight where all those shenanigans will be allowed.
Yeah.
No, maybe.
We'll see.
If someone makes a return during this street fight.
Well, Swerve's in the back and he's talking. Then he gets interrupted by Sex and Hardcastle. They have a good exchange, and then they walk their separate ways. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
It was just a little segment. I don't know. There's not much to it, right? It's just what's maybe teasing something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Joe?
Yeah, it's just a little tease.
Yeah.
Could we get Swerve versus Adam Copeland?
I wouldn't mind it.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
We've seen Swerve and Mox before. That was a good match.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I think my only problem is that I think after a title run like this with Mox, which admittedly isn't the greatest, I think the last thing that this title needs is for Copeland to win it and then to lose it 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put it on Copeland, keep it on him for a while.
Yeah.
Or you just have him lose again because of shenanigans and you just move forward to Dynasty with Mox as champion.
Do you know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid that, especially after hearing Will Ospreay later on tonight, that he's going to hold this title until All In.
Oh God, I don't think they can.
I think Tony Khan's got his heels in on this story.
I don't know. I kind of hope not.
I mean, it's possible.
It is very possible.
Because it's not fair to the belt to have someone new at Dynasty only to lose it at All In. So I think the inevitability is Ospreay is our next big champ.
Yeah.
How do we get there?
But
how do we get to his All In moment?
Yeah, and that's really not fair for Swerve to only hold it for Double or Nothing and then lose it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not, because he would win it at Dynasty, so that's April.
Yeah.
And then he would hold it until July, because All In is July 12th. It's 4 months away.
Yeah.
So he could hold it for a little over 3 months.
Yes, that's not very good.
But it's not his first run. It's his second run, though.
Your second run should be better than your first. It's not worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's that, or you have Moxley champion until July. And
or you make Adam Copeland your interim champion.
Yeah, but you don't want to. Yeah, but if you make Sex and Hardcastle the champion, you're burning that Dynasty. You're burning Swerve a legitimate championship chance. You know.
There's a lot of possibilities and a lot of intrigue. I think we are.
Maybe Will Ospreay doesn't even make it to the main event. Maybe this is just a pump up.
Don't put that shit into the. I want that. I will be at this show. I want Ospreay in the main event.
Well, you don't always get what you want. Who said that?
Big Jagger.
Yeah.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find you
get what you need.
And I need it. I need it.
Do you remember the In Your House video game?
Yeah.
The round 1, round 2 shit? Yeah. They had all these little quotes for the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And like Bret Hart was, I'm the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Yeah.
And then another one was, you can't always get what you want, but you get what you need. I'm like, Breno, you've never said that ever.
And on top of that, that's not even the full quote.
Yeah, I know. This is in this video game. They say all their little quotes.
Well, you know who had a couple of good quotes was John Moxley. He had a backstage promo. Ken and Dry, what did you think of the Mox promo?
I liked it. Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. Joe?
Yeah, I really liked this one. Like, it's like him by himself in the back, and it's him focused. He's not rambling and incoherent and going crazy.
Yeah.
He is solely focused. He's like, okay, there's a reason why I'm the champion. I underestimated you, and I won't make that same mistake twice because I learned from my mistakes.
There
It's
you
a good
go.
promo.
All
And
right.
once again, you're putting over your opponent while making yourself look good.
Yep.
Good job.
All right. Let's go to our second match of the night. It's going to be Hologram with Harley Graham.
That threw me for a loop, let me tell you.
You're not the only one. He's teaming with Powerhouse Hobbs. They're going to be taking on Brian Cage and Drolistico. And apparently Beast Mortis was there. I don't remember him walking down with them.
Yeah, he stayed in the back behind the two walking though.
Ah, okay. Canada Dry, second match of the night.
This was such a strange pairing, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I loved seeing these big guys and the luchadors and Cage can kind of go with them.
Yeah.
He can flow and he works well with them.
Yeah.
And it was interesting seeing Hobbs kind of do that too.
Yeah.
It seems like he's learning a lot of stuff too from these guys. So I like it. I thought it was a nice match, and we'll see where it goes from here.
All right. UP Joe.
I thought the match was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Drolistico was horrible. That guy was screwing up left, right, center every time he did something.
Yep.
Like he just made Hobbs look like a rookie, and I don't like that because Hobbs is too good to be treated like that.
Yeah.
I think this would have been better served as just two singles matches. Give me Hobbs and Cage. Love those two.
Yeah.
And I think
or a fatal four-way.
Yeah. I think just segmenting Drolistico and Hologram would have been good.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was thoroughly unimpressed with Drolistico.
Yeah. I didn't think this match was that great as well. Drolistico looked like a rookie. He was. It looked like
this probably his worst match.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's not even close.
Yeah. So we go from there to the Hurt Syndicate after their match at Revolution. MVP gives them the week off. Says, "Boys, go one way is Vegas, other way Los Angeles. Blah 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 blah. Go see some girls. Go get some blah 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 blah." They don't want to talk about gains. He's like, "No, you don't go to Gold's Gym. Go see some ladies dancing on a pole. That's what you do. That's how you celebrate as a champ." JP. I cannot disagree with that statement at all. That is fact. When you're the champ, take it to the pole, not for a stroll. Anyways, we go to our Tony Storm retrospective, the Revolution match, and the time was Tony Storm comes in and graces us with her presence. The tramp is still the champ.
I love this line.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
This may be the most horny I've ever seen Tony Storm.
She was talking about getting it every which way but Sunday.
Yeah, she was.
And then when there's this pause and you're wondering, well, where do they go from here? Like, what's going to be the next storyline? We kind of know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Megan Bain walks in and knocks her the F out.
She
knocks
just like
her on the ground.
barreled her over like a freaking Mack truck.
Yep. I think we have our next maybe contender to the belt because Megan Bayne does play significance in some other chicanery and shenanigans as we speak.
Her star is on the rise.
I don't see why she couldn't do both. Why not?
Well, I mean,
it might cost her the championship in the end of trying to stretch.
I mean, you can always put her in an A and B storyline like Christian, and then totally find a way to just screw it completely all up.
This is what I think is going to happen. Megan Bayne is about to become the women's world champion of AEW. But because she's got her foot in too many fires, it comes back to bite her in the ass, and Statlander and Willow cost her the world championship.
I can see something like that happening, absolutely.
Okay.
Don't be going pissing everyone off because they'll come back to you.
Yeah. Well, let's go to our next match. Match number 3, the Beast Mortos. He's taking on the wild card. Everybody's waiting in the wild card. The music plays. The Tron goes up with the spinning wheels. Everybody's like, who the hell is this? And out comes the man that has been prophesied by an earlier video promo. Speedball Mike Bailey is here. Canada's own Speedball Mike Bailey.
Canada's own.
Man wrestles with no shoes, kick pads only. Canada Dry, your thoughts on match number 3?
Okay, so not everyone knows this, but this is my first Speedball Mike Bailey match.
Oh, congratulations!
So I had the opportunity to watch it, but I it's hard to watch TNA sometimes.
Not sometimes, most of the times.
Yeah, it's hard to watch that program, like to watch one special wrestler. But anyways, I think this guy's phenomenal. After watching that, I am a fan. There's not many wrestlers that you see for the first time.
Yeah.
And you can say you're a fan.
Yeah.
Not even Swerve Strickland. When I saw him for the first time, did I say I'm a fan?
Yeah.
Day one, I'm a fan of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yeah.
He's special.
Yeah. Something good. It's good drinking. It's good drinking. What do you think, EVP Joe?
Yeah, like I have never seen a full Speedball Mike Bailey match either. I've seen highlights, YouTube, Facebook. I think he's great. I think he needs to lose the mullet, though. I can't stand that. That's annoying. But I love his gimmick, and I love his commitment to the Taekwondo and how he incorporates that into his movesets and how he wrestles. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing more.
He's unique.
I love Speedball Mike Bailey. I got turned on to him when he was at DDT, and that kid is just a freaking phenom. I mean, Speedball is not just a quirky nickname that they gave him. That kid wrestles like he's high on his feet, like he's just did a Speedball in the back, and he's rearing and ready to go.
I will say there are some matches I want to see because I didn't see the Speedball Mike Bailey and Will Ospreay match in TNA, but I heard
there's other people. I've been a Speedball Bailey since 2017. Well, I've been a Speedball Bailey since 2012.
Yeah.
What do you guys call a reindeer with no? Stay on topic.
But yeah, like I look for. There's definitely some matches that I want to see with Speedball.
Yeah.
Like, eventually, I want to see him and Omega.
Yeah.
Him and Will. Him and Swerve look like it will be a very good match.
Yeah.
Guys, I got a topic for the flower shop.
Okay.
We are going to do our favorite Mandela effect.
Ooh, okay.
Real quick, because I don't know if everyone knows. Do you know how the term Mandela effect originated and what the story behind it is? There was a lady, I guess, like in the 90s, who swears up and down that Nelson Mandela died in the 80s. Obviously not true, because he became president of South Africa in like 2013.
Yep.
So it's named after him and the phenomenon of thinking something exists in pop culture that doesn't really exist.
Yep.
And some people believe it's an alternate timeline.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
I will
Maybe
say,
did a time shift.
me and Canada Dry were talking about this while watching Dynamite, trying to come up with an idea. And when we settled on this, I did a quick Google search of like the top Mandela effects.
Yeah.
And there's one that I remember that I want to talk about later.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to Renee. She's in the back with Christian. Christian talks about how he was screwed out of a world championship match. It was supposed to be a one-on-one versus Cope, and it wasn't, and he wants it back. And then
What?
all of a sudden,
How can he have a title match with someone who isn't the champion?
I don't know, but apparently that's the
Wait, is this a spoiler? Did he spoil something?
No, I think it's just him being a heel.
yeah. It's just
If he wins, if this ends up happening now.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, someone's testicles finally dropped,
Absolutely.
reached puberty, and Nick Wayne says, "You owe us an apology." And he gets in Nick Wayne's face. But before he does, Mama Wayne gets in Christian's face, and Christian says, "Hey, if you don't back off, you're going to be working the midnight shift at the Waffle House again." And then gets back in Nick Wayne's face and walks away. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this exchange?
I like they've been slowly teasing this for a while, but this is the first next jump in the storyline. So I'm excited for Nick Wayne to break loose.
Yeah.
And go on his own and have like some killer matches with Speedball Mike Bailey.
There you go. Woo, woo, woo. All right. What about you, Joe?
It's about damn time they pulled the trigger on this.
Yeah.
I've said this before. Nick Wayne may be a great wrestler, but I don't know because I never see the man wrestle.
Yeah.
So I am excited to finally see him step out on his own and see what he can do.
Yeah.
Matt B wants us all to know that he loves food.
That's good.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
I don't like food. Yeah, I could do without it. Anyways.
Except on Muffin Wednesdays.
Except on Muffin Wednesday. That's right.
What kind of muffin do you like, JP?
I am a huge coffee cake muffin fan. I love a good coffee cake muffin.
I'm really into cranberry orange or cranberry lemon.
Oh, cranberry orange is good too. What about you, Joe?
I got two that I like. I like obviously a good chocolate chip muffin.
Yeah.
And then number two, funny story because they gave this to us in the military.
Yeah.
Poppy seed, like lemon poppy seed.
Oh, that's not bad. That's really good.
Which I absolutely
make
find
it piss
hilarious.
hot, you know?
You know what I find? But I find hilarious, and I know they never gave us enough. But poppy seed can make you pop hot on a drug test.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
In the military, I mean, granted, you have to eat like handfuls at a time. I just always found it funny.
This is an episode of Seinfeld. You know that.
I pop positive for opioids because I've eaten poppy seed bagels before taking a drug test. Yeah.
I find it funny because it's the U.S. military giving it to us.
Yeah.
Yes. Causing you to piss hot.
Yeah. I mean, great. Yeah. There's never enough, but yeah, I love it's just a lemon pound cake with poppy seeds is so good.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to Lexi, who's in the back with MJF. After his loss, he shatters a mirror. Next thing we know, MJF's music plays. He comes to the ring, starts talking about blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And really, the interesting part was not so much what MJF said, but what happens soon afterwards. There's a Hurt Syndicate's music plays. And you're like, well, wait a minute. The boys have the night off, but not MVP. And MVP regales us about the times he met MJF back in the early days of his career and offers him a card. And at first, MJF says, no, I was the champ for 406 days without your help. And then MVP says, let's focus on the word was. Hands him the card again. MJF takes it, puts it in his suit pocket. Canada Dry, your thoughts on MVP and MJF?
I thought this was a very, very cool segment.
Yeah.
I love the interaction between the two.
Yeah.
MJF refusing at first, but then MVP says to MJF, which is funny because they're MVP and MJF. And then there's a little irony going on there. And MJF kind of has to take the card when he says, was the world champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, which leaves me like, I don't think MJF fits with the Hurt Business.
No.
I feel like
I do gotta say something. After that segment happened, I popped on Facebook, and some page had put up a review of this segment, and then someone commented underneath a picture of the Nation of Domination with Owen.
Oh, Joe, what did you think?
Funny if Owen tried to be black when he was in there.
Oh,
Joe, what are your thoughts on this MJF MVP promo?
okay. Well, I want to jump back first to the backstage bit.
Yeah,
Like, I thought that it was a lot really insightful to MJF just addressing himself, like dressing himself down. Like, you could just see the pressure getting to him, which I think is a great wrinkle to this character.
Yeah.
Now, back out to the ring. MVP may be the best manager in all of wrestling.
yeah,
And that's saying a lot when we have Nana and you have Paul Heyman over in WWE.
mm-hmm.
But he has like just the aura, for lack of that he has, how he just presents himself and how he presents the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
Or Hurt Syndicate, sorry.
Yeah.
Like I can't help but just smile and just be thoroughly entertained by him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think MJF joins the Hurt Syndicate? No.
Yeah.
But I'm along for the ride to see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, does he bring his own boys in, like Hammerstone? And
It's possible. Hammerstone's a free agent.
Yeah.
So
who was the other guy in his faction?
I forget his name. I'm sure Tiffany knows she's out there.
She
Tell
knows
us.
everything. She's
We're going
Like-
right now as we speak.
But I think the third guy is also, maybe he's with MLW or was. I know he was a free agent for a bit. I know he's fighting. He had a cancer battle or something like that.
Yeah.
So
All right. I you know what? I'm gonna be okay with this. At first it made no sense. I was like, why is MVP? I'm gonna like Aaron. I kind of gonna sit down and watch and see what happens with this. You know, if something good happens, I'm happy. If it fails miserably, you write it off and start anew.
Yep.
I like it.
it's wrestling. You gotta try things.
Max Caster, fourth match of the night. Max Caster is out in the ring. Starts doing his chant, which doesn't rhyme or make any sense.
Doesn't roll off the tongue.
I love it on purpose. It's so good.
He says, all right, who's my opponent? Takeshita's music plays. Out comes Takeshita. Max Caster tries to slow down the slaughter. It doesn't work. 2 moves, a punch and a blue thunder bomb. And Takeshita is your winner. Canada Dry, fourth match of the night. Lay it on me, brother.
I love these little things with Max Caster, just trying to get over with the fans, and they're not having it.
Yep.
As much as I don't like Max Caster as a person, I love his character here. I'm liking this, what he's doing here. I kind of want to see him rise up now out of this and start winning some matches.
Okay. EVP Joe.
I love this. Like, every week, I think it can't get any worse, and then it does. I still think this has to end with Bowens answering a challenge like that. This has to be the end.
Yeah, that would be the and that's when Max gets his first win.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not either. I don't care about what happens to Caster, to be honest.
I don't see, like, to me, Caster just doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think these are good things. Like if you make him this wormy guy, worming around, manipulating things.
So then we get to Jericho, who cuts this amazing promo. He's in a room with no decorations and just this hard light on him. Richard Holiday. And he talks about as he's holding Gravity's mask and he's talking to Bandito and saying it's all your fault. What I did to your brother was all your fault. Canada Dry, lay it on me.
So I love this version of Chris Jericho. It harkens back to his WCW days when he ripped the mask off of Juventud Guerrera.
Yeah.
And I think this is great that he's still going with it. He's claiming like prize. I'm here for more of this, and I think eventually, I think they're gonna put Bandito over with being the Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah, it would make sense. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. On Sunday, when I heard that they were doing this match on the pre-show of Gravity versus Jericho, I was like, why? Yeah. But I had also completely forgotten or didn't know that Gravity and Bandito were brothers.
Yeah.
So this is an instance where a pivot from a match to a storyline is working beautifully, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I am absolutely enjoying this absolutely serious Jericho right now.
Yeah. It's
better than goofy Learning Tree Jericho. I didn't like that. I like this where I'm the vet. You should respect me, and I'm getting it's high time you all are not comfortable to disrespect me around me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I loved it. I love this Jericho. I've always liked this Jericho. That dirty, evil Jericho. He's not slimy or conniving. He's just a bad.
Did you guys see that move that he does now? It's called the high spot. And it's just him going in the middle of the movie. Goes, "Hi guys!"
The high spot. Yes. Let's move on to our fifth match. It's going to be Willow versus Penelope Ford. The match is the match. Willow gets the win. Penelope Ford then hits her with the worst chair shot I have ever seen in my entire life. It's like she's just like, oh, it's just like laid it on.
Is it worse than Hogan's in WCW with the?
Just about.
Yeah, for as good as she is.
Yeah,
that chair shot was brutal.
It was horrible. And then,
but you know what? That also shows me that how good of a wrestler she is. That she wants to that she wants to keep the people safe.
Well, it's not just that, but if you don't work on your chair shots, they're going to look bad like this. It's not something you just go out and make it look good. You got to practice it.
Yeah.
And if
we got Abish in the comments here, Lyra in the back. Hey, Abish. Abish is there, I think. Maybe Abish will come back.
All right. I mean, and after the match, Megan Bay showed up. After Statlander came in to save Willow from Penelope Ford, Megan Bay comes in, takes out both ladies. Can't enjoy your thoughts.
Yeah, this is what we were spoken about earlier. This is what's going to come and bite Megan Bay on the ass later on.
Yep. I agree. Joe.
You know what's my favorite thing about this?
What?
It's a woman's wrestling story that's not revolved around a title.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey, Abish, how you doing?
The Habish bite the Megan Bain on the ass.
Yeah, so you're a big Megan Bain fan, is what you're saying.
Yes, the Habish like the Megan Bain.
So Habisha is a former goalie with the washed-up goalie from the Hartford Whalers.
No, the Habish retired on his own in the 1997 when the no-good piece of garbage Peter Carmanos moved him to the North Carolina. He retired voluntarily. He don't want to play in the stink bag, North Carolina. He'd stay in Hartford instead and drive the taxi cab in New Haven.
Come on, that's a little washed up, don't you think?
No, retire voluntarily.
Okay.
But then he come back into 2004 for the Anaheim Duck, and he win 3 series, and then he retire again. He get banned for life after they spiked me hot dog into Disneyland.
Oh,
with the Viagra, because the Gary Bettman a no good piece of crap.
You know, Habish, Canada Dry played one season with the Vancouver Canucks in 1997. I scored 1 goal, and that was against the Carolina Ratbags, as you call them.
Yeah, no good.
They're no good Ratbags.
No good.
I scored 1 goal, and you know what? Mark Messier, he blacklisted me.
Yeah, Mark Messier is a scumbag. He disrespect the Vancouver Canuck, and he disrespect the Wayne Gretzky. So Habish say, "Ha, poo!" on the Mark Messier.
Mark Messier, yes.
He no good. He carried the jock strap of the Wayne Gretzky. He called himself the great one, but he the mediocre one.
This is a wrestling show, Habish.
Yeah, but we talk about the AEW, the root beer company.
Yes, they make nice root beer there. Jippy, what do we got next here? We can get
all right. So, anyways, we go to Renee. She's in the back with Mercedes Moné and Billy Starks, and next week we have a match. The CEO, but our TBS title online gets Billy Starks. Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
Billy Starks is on the main roster fighting for the TBS title. This girl, the world's her oyster, man.
Yeah. What do you think, Habish?
Billy Starks, only 20 years old, should have been on main roster a long time ago. Billy Stark is going to be really, really good for a long time. I hope she win TBS title, but probably not now. But she's going to win it, and she's going to do good things. Her versus the Mercedes Moné going to be banger of match.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think I can't wait to see this match. Last time I saw, why am I drawing a blank to her name all of a sudden? Billy. Yeah. Was at the ROH pay-per-view against Athena for the title. That was an amazing match.
Yeah.
But I just can't help but feel like Billy is the herald for Athena. Because I imagine we're getting Athena and Mercedes Moné probably at All In.
I would say that, yeah. That would be one hell of a match to watch. We go to Tony Schiavone, who is in the ring. And he is welcoming Will Ospreay into the ring. Will Ospreay cuts this great promo, talks about how he lied to his wife. He said he wasn't going to jump off. And then she reminded him with 15 missed calls and all this other stuff. And then Will Ospreay talks about opportunities to become the guy and says that he wants to be in the main event at All In. And he only knows one way to get there, and that's by joining the Owen Cup. So we have our first participant in the Owen Hart Cup Series. It is, of course, going to be Will Ospreay. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the Will Ospreay promo?
I love this, that the Owen Hart tournament now means something more than just the belts. It's now you get to go to the main event if you win this tournament.
Yep.
Like, you got to do a lot of work to win this tournament. So
yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I think Will Ospreay, he kind of throws a wrench into the whole championship plans now.
Yeah.
Wondering what's going to happen with him. There's so many main event players right now for this thing.
That's good.
Including a Jay White.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of putting their hat in the ring. So
Yeah.
it's kind of neat. Like, who's going to emerge as the one to beat John Moxley?
Yeah, absolutely. Habish, what do you think about Will Ospreay?
The Habish really liked the Will Ospreay. He one of the best in the world, and Habish think that the Will Ospreay should win the Owen Hart Memorial Trophy and beat the John Moxley for the title. but hopefully this time around they do something with the Will Ospreay winner, because last time Ricky Starks he win and then he vanished and he wind up elsewhere, and then they do with the other winner, that the girls winner, she not do too much with it. So hopefully this time around they do something different.
Yeah. They need a Canadian to win the Classic. Okay. Speedball Mike Bailey might.
The Speedball Mike Bailey be very good. Be very, very good.
Josh Alexander, he's a free agent. He's not doing anything right now.
It's rumored he's signing with AEW.
Yeah.
Because he chose money, and I don't blame the man.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm going to do this
he basically said, I'm doing what's best for my family. And that's the beauty of having two companies.
There you go. Joe.
For a long time not have that. Long time not have the two company. Long time.
Yeah.
So I think, honestly, my favorite thing about this Will Ospreay interview is the story he tells about his wife being mad is legit and real. And I know, JFB, we can both sympathize with that. So, but yeah.
Habish, have the question real quick. What does Habish get called the bruv at the 7-Eleven in the New Haven, and the Will Ospreay say bruv? Habish not know what that mean. What does bruv mean? Because Habish get angry. Habish get angry at Kaplan when he call him bruv.
I think it's just slang for like bro or
brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Habish not get angry no more, because Habish he said, somebody said, give me $5, bruv. So Habish think he was trying to talk crap.
While Jay White's in the back with Renee, she asked him point blank, did you intend on hitting Sexton Hardcastle with that case? He said, no, I did not. But I want to be in the main event. I want to be a world champion too. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the Jay White interview?
Jay White is it's a Jay White interview. It's very simple. It's to the point. Not much to it, really.
There you go. What do you think, Abish?
Jay White, he do the keep it simple, silly concept with his interviews, but there's sometimes with the interview, less is more does good. Then hopefully Jay White, he catapult this into continuing into something more. Jay White, okay, he not bother me too much with this interview.
Yeah.
You kind of made me wonder, do we get a Swerve versus Jay White match out of this? Because he goes Swerve Smurf.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I had no problem with this interview. I will say, over like the last couple of years, Jay White has grown on me so much because I couldn't stand the man in New Japan.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand the man in New Japan.
Especially before he went on his excursion and became Switchblade. Like before he was Switchblade, he was just so bland. It was painful.
Was he bland in New Japan?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go to Renee. She is with Hangman, who's then interrupted by MJF. They start talking smack. The story is far from over. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this segment?
Yeah, I like the interaction between MJF and Hangman.
Yeah.
Do we get another match between them?
Maybe.
Yeah, where's this going? That's kind of. But I liked it. I like the segment a lot.
All right, Habish.
Habish not here.
Yeah, Habish still there. Habish, okay. Habish, internet connection getting attacked by Camel Joe.
Okay. What Camel Joe?
Camel Joe, that Habish Pet Camel. Habish Camel Joe trying to watch NHL game between the Edmonton Oilers and it interrupt my feed.
Ah.
Okay, so what did you think of this piece here, Habish?
What piece happened? I'm sorry, Habish, get that. What piece happened talking about?
Hangman and MJF.
Oh, this Hangman and MJF. Habish really, really like this feud. Habish glad that they do with the MJF. They do away with the Jeff Jarrett feud, because these two, the pillars of the company. And Habish think that the more they continue this, the better off they do. and which makes me think, even though Hangman Adam Page win the first one, that make more, that MJF going to do diabolical stuff and is to continue going on. Can't wait to see what's next.
All right. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, like this, I really enjoyed this altercation because both men are right. What they said about each other, they're both absolutely correct. And I think that's what's so great about these two characters. It feels like MJF is sort of following in the footsteps of the Hangman character.
Yeah.
Where he's going to start spiraling. He's not going to know how to handle it until he hits rock bottom, and then you got to build him back up. Because we've already seen that with Hangman over the last, like, not even since the beginning of AEW, before then, over in New Japan, the way he was treated in Bullet Club and everything.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So we go to Orange Cassidy versus Hechicero for the main event. This is also going to determine who will be in the Fatal 4-Way. We have Speedball Mike Bailey. Orange Cassidy takes the upper hand against Hechicero. He will go in the Fatal 4-Way. Speedball Mike Bailey comes out, points right at him, says, "I'm coming for you, big boy." Ken Dry, what are your thoughts on the main event?
It was an all right match.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a main event match.
Nope.
I would have tried to put something better for a main event. Like,
yeah,
maybe Speedball Mike Bailey would have been a better choice. I don't know, because it's the surprise of. But there was no real match that you could have put here. So because of the tournament, but that's okay. You don't need a banger show every show. Some shows are just setting stuff up.
Yeah,
and this is a setup show, really.
Yeah. What do you think, Habish?
Yeah. Habish, he at first he not very he think that the Orange Cassidy hawk poo, but he grow on the Habish over time, and Habish somewhat to disagree with the even though the Canada F and dry he wise, but Habish he somewhat disagree with him because this sell up the magnitude of this tournament by having this the main event. So that's why he think this okay for the main event, because it makes it show how important this tournament really is.
Yeah. All right. EVP Joe.
Yeah, it was fine. I don't really have no criticism. Like, I don't think it should have been the main event. I really think they should have did the debuting Speedball.
Yeah,
Mike Bailey is the main event.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah,
it was not a good match. I mean, it was okay.
It wasn't a bad match. It's just it's your typical Orange Cassidy match, I think, is the problem.
Yeah,
and that can't be the main event of a show.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, not against Hechicero.
Yeah,
that's the real issue is Hechicero, not Orange Cassidy.
No, it's Hechicero. Yeah.
Like, you need a bigger star than Hechicero.
Well, not just that, but like Hechicero and Orange Cassidy don't mix, because Hechicero and Bryan Danielson, those matches were phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm just saying, not like his name value in North America, other than like down in Mexico, isn't as good.
Yeah.
They should have had the Adam Page and the MJF segment close the show. That'd be okay. Even if it's not
fighting, you could end them in fisticuffs.
See,
burning each other. Nah,
they should have Habish beat up Peter Carmanos to end the show because he's no good piece of crap.
You know what you do? MJF versus Hangman.
Yeah,
with fire around.
It would Habish like the Calgary Flames, like they do the Calgary Flame Fire.
Yeah, a Flames match.
The Flames match. Habish like the Flames.
Good in WWE, please don't do that.
What?
Burning tables match. You got to light the table on fire, throw the opponent through before you can win.
The Calgary Flames.
All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the show, which means it's time for us to go into the flower shop. Brought to you today, as always, by ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all of your Adrian Adonis gear. Favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite Mandela effect. Canada Dry, you go first. Go.
All right, my match of the night. I'm gonna have to go with Penelope Ford and Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
I think Penelope Ford looks so good in this match.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to get some wins. And I like the fact that she's associated with Megan Bayne, because that means her star is going to rise up a bit.
Yeah.
My segment of the night is MJF and MVP. These two were really good. I'm going to give this show a 3.5.
Okay.
It wasn't horrible, but that they needed something better for the main event.
Yeah.
And my favorite Mandela effect is the one that I discovered last year.
Okay.
Confirmed by JFB. The ending to Can't Buy Me Love was changed.
Yeah.
He didn't get the girl.
Yeah.
And now in the movie, he gets the girl.
Yep.
So the favorite one is the one that JFB and me discovered.
Yep. All right. Let's go to Habish.
The Habish give the show. He give it to like the Canada Dry say. He give it a good 3.5. The favorite match of the evening. Habish be contrarian. He say the Orange Cassidy match. He thought they went out there and did very good for themselves. The Mandela effect. We go back to WWE when the interview with the Jim Ross and the Sid, and they said we're live, pal. That not what he said. He said it's live, pal. That Mandela effect.
Okay.
All right, Joe.
Okay, so my favorite match is Speedball Mike Bailey, his debut. Thought that was a really good match. With Canada Dry, my segment is MVP and MJF. It really got me intrigued to see what happens. Yeah, I'm right with you. Like 3.5. Like, it's not a horrible show. There's nothing great. It's just a show.
Yeah.
So, and then my Mandela effect is Sinbad in a genie movie. I swear to God, I see that movie. But apparently it never happened. But I feel like as a kid, I remember seeing it. It's so
Kazam?
weird.
Is that what it's called? Kazam?
I thought it was like Shazam or like, I think Kazam was the Shaq movie.
No, that was Shazam. No, that wasn't Shazam. Shazam's a different guy.
But I swear to God, I remember as a kid watching Sinbad as a genie.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I do. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's it.
So now it's time for the JFB to bring it home. Favorite match of the night was Speedball Mike Bailey. I love Speedball Mike Bailey. Huge Speedball Mike Bailey fan. I love to say Speedball, Speedball, Speedball. I like how he just is all about karate. My favorite segment
a little bit of Ricky the Dragon.
Yeah, a little bit. My favorite segment was Timeless Tony Storm getting plowed by Megan Bayne at the end. I thought it was the Tramp is the champ, and I love it.
Great.
Everything about her is awesome. I'm staying with you guys. 3.5. The main event killed it.
Hey, we don't need any math for this show.
No, yeah. My favorite Mandela effect in The Wizard of Oz with the flying monkeys. Everybody thinks that the Wicked Witch of the West says, "Fly, my pretties, fly." She does not. The line is fly, 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 fly.
I have even better one, JP.
All right.
Apparently, the Scarecrow is holding a pistol the whole time. He's holding a gun. Yeah.
All right, now I gotta watch.
Yeah, it's there. I promise you.
I'm gonna break character for that. That's crazy. I've never thought of that. I'm breaking character. That's crazy.
Look it up. Google it. Why is the Scarecrow holding a pistol?
Wow. Okay.
How else is he supposed to scare the crows away?
I'll show the wizard who's boss.
My mom, I told her this, and I showed her. She lost her mind. She was mad at me. I'm like, I didn't do it. But she was mad.
Wow.
This is her favorite movie.
So what's our cumulative score, Joe?
Man, this is the hardest math ever. 3.5.
Damn right. All right. Guys, that's the end of our show. If you want to get a hold of us, there's multiple ways to do it. All you got to do is go down below. All the links, clickety-clack on your little fingers on the keyboard. Says you're right to where we are. If you want to go ahead and get a t-shirt, there's only one way to go about it, and that is prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling, where you can get all of your effing wrestling gear. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of our favorite Hartford Whalers goaltender Habish, on behalf of
Washed up goalie,
I am the JFB.
And remember, guys, you might get washed up, but it's not okay to stay washed up. You need to reach out. Stuff happens in life. You need to reach out to your friends, your family, community. And, you got to fight. If you fight, the world will fight with you and help you go. Because, no one wants to drag someone out of bed. They got to willingly come out of bed with you. Yeah. So we'll help dust you off. Put one foot in the front of the other. Raise your fist in the air. Put the devil in a sharpshooter and just keep fighting. There goes Canada Dry. He could have been part of the Beatles.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.
I could have been